Welcome back to the Redeemed Mess. I'm Kathy, and on this podcast, I talk about the messiness of life and how Jesus, in His grace and mercy, redeems every part of it. Whether you're walking through hard seasons, searching for hope, or just need a gentle reminder of God's faithfulness, you're in the right place. Let's dive into today's episode. Today, I want to talk about forgiveness. Not the easy kind, but the kind that comes after betrayal, after broken trust, after watching someone hurt someone you love, and then trying to figure out what forgiveness actually looks like when the wounds are still fresh. There's someone in my life who did that. Their choices didn't just impact one person. They created ripple effects that reached through my whole family. And while they did kind of ask for some open communication now, and I declined, there is someone else who actually thinks I should be okay with that, just to keep peace. Here's what I'm learning. Keeping peace doesn't mean compromising your healing, and I'm still healing from this. I don't want to say I've 100% forgiven them in my heart. I have compassion for them because they are a sinner just like me. But I do know that reopening the door of communication, even slightly, would stir up things in me that I'm not healed enough to handle yet. And I don't believe God is asking me to force connection where there's no trust, no safety, and no fruit. So, what does forgiveness look like according to God? I looked this up. I kind of researched it a little bit, and this is what I found. Forgiveness is between me and God. Ephesians 4:32 says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." So forgiveness is obedience. It's not something we wait to feel, it's something we choose. And here's another good point. Forgiveness is not the same as reconciliation. Romans 12:18 says, "If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone." But here's the key, as far as it depends on you. Sometimes peace means being kind from a distance. And forgiveness means I let go of control. I don't need to talk about them. I don't need to keep bringing up what they did. What they choose to do with their life now is none of my business because they're no longer part of mine. And forgiveness doesn't require me to perform. And I love this part. I don't have to smile and pretend I'm fine. I don't have to explain my boundaries to people who don't understand them. I answer to God and He sees my heart. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still working through the anger. I don't talk about it often, but it's there, and I bring it to God over and over again. But here's what I do know. Letting that person back into my emotional space would cause more harm than good. And I don't say that out of bitterness. I say it out of wisdom. Because I know what God is healing in me, and I don't want to undo that work for the sake of appearances. Keeping peace doesn't mean keeping communication. It means I walk in love without putting myself back in harm's way. I'm still learning about this. I'm still healing, but I'm doing it hand in hand with Jesus. And that's how He redeems the mess. As always, take what you need, leave the rest, be blessed.